Hi folks, super quick update on natural gas. Markets won't be open tomorrow, but we might as well have a look at it because it is Sunday night and I've seen a few videos coming out already today. A lot of umming and ahhing and not really any specific trade strategies, a lot of Elliott wave stuff and all sorts of weird and wonderful analyses of this market, and I think it's pretty simple really. And here's the day chart, and we've seen this before. We're down at $2. This is my entry price long. I'm willing to add to $1.80 and $1.50. That's just below us. There's the green lines. So I've got a small position long here at $2, willing to add to 180. 180 is interesting. I'll show you why shortly. And then 150, looking for move up to $3 eventually, and then $3.50, 60 or 75. What's interesting about this 180 level, if we just zoom in on the day chart and kind of twiddle around with this channel with a scale and move that up a bit, look at that trend line that we broke fairly recently by moving sideways. And we can see that trend line coming all the way down. And in the next couple of days, we should meet the top side of this trend line one more time, as we did on this occasion, when we get to $1.80. So $1.80 is going to be an area where probably the price will react and bounce. If not for the final time, at least for the first time, because that's where this downward trend line will be re-met at 180. And that's one of our key support levels. So keep an eye on that. It's a really interesting level, simply because of that trend line. You can see that trend line is quite a long trend line going back to kind of the beginning of March. But that's the overall picture. That looks like a long way down, $1.50 and $1.80, and it is in percentage terms given the sort of very low price we're at the moment. It looks miles below us. But if we just reset this price scale to normal and then zoom out again to where we came from, if we go back even further up to $10 and then $7 and then $3, $5, $3.50, $3, all the way down to here, you can see the distance between the current price at $2 and 180 or 150 is a very short distance compared to actually this huge amount. The other interesting thing is that the volatility of natural gas has dropped off dramatically over the last period. Ever since we got down here in about, beginning of February, we've hardly moved anywhere since the 1st of February, and we're now, approaching the middle of April. So very, very sideways. So this downward momentum has slowed dramatically. You can see we moved down very sharply, bounced up very sharply, lots of volatility, huge moves, daily moves, and then a very sharp drop, and then just starting to peter off and forming this sort of potential flat bottom or U-shaped bottom. We must allow for a spike down to 180 or 150. Perhaps very brief, perhaps very sudden and dramatic, and then a bounce up from those levels. When we do see natural gas begin to rally again at some stage, and it could be weeks, it could be days, it could be months, who knows, we should get a move quite quickly up through some of these resistance levels. Watch for a breakup, a retest from the top, breakup, retest from the top, all the way up to $3. That's going to be the toughest challenge before we eventually get up to our overall target, $3, 40, 50, 60, or 75. That's where we're aiming for. That's where the 100 period moving averages on the daily chart. We've got to get through the 20 and the 50, which are just above us at those resistance levels. That's just a quick Sunday night update. Nothing happening tomorrow, Easter Monday, so happy Easter to everyone, and have a great time. And perhaps the Easter Bunny will bring you a rally in natural gas this weekend.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead.